try to create a seam in our defensive lines. We finally expect them to employ their aviation company in one of two ways. One, it's going to support the breaching force, or two, it's going to help with the exploitation force breakthrough. Again, extremely imperative that you guys have your air defense assets positioned properly. Finally, in the South, same goes for the South. We expect those forces that are fighting against Lead Horse Troop to pivot into RAO to create opportunities and attack us on the flanks. What we'll do for a course of action, really, I'll let Short and Sweet brief it, but for the battalion level, we have Killer Troop operating between phase line Sand and phase line Quickmire. South of them, we have Mauler Troop operating between phase line Rock and phase line Sand. Once the decision is made to retrograde Killer, they'll pass through phase line Rock and they'll defend between phase line Diamond and phase line Stone to defeat enemy forces. Our mission today is to delay for 4 hours so that 5th Corps can reinforce us with 3rd Armored Division out of Frankfurt. So we have to hold for 4 hours. For logistics, I will divvy out. Everyone's got organic stuff. We're all topped off. There's no logistics shortages. And I'll divvy out those trucks as they go. For command and signal, you all have your command nets. 85,000 is the squadron command net. Zafod has direct control over all artillery assets, so coordinate through your own organic FSO for any fires. Any questions for the battalion level? Okay, nothing heard, short and sweet.
Okay, Killer Squadron, you've heard the S2 task org. It's as per the Steel Beast website, but just note, we battalion have dedicated pirate.
Break. Can I go another place and do my briefing?
Yeah, you can, sure. I'll just,
okay.
Yeah.
All Mauler units drop down to Mauler headquarters.
User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel.
All good? Okay.
User left your channel.
So task org as per this, the website, just note we've got pirate in support. We've got AH and Recce within that pirate aviation squadron, and we have 2 batteries, each a battery of 4 tubes in direct support. Orientate you to the overlay. You have a number of report lines. You've got to the north Quickmire, then moving down Mud, Sand, Rock and Stone. Those report lines are key, part of the plan, which we'll come into later. So the Killer Squadron mission is to screen the advance of the lead motor rifles south until phase line Rock. We'll then hand over the enemy force in contact with Mauler Company. We'll then resupply and then be prepared to defeat the enemy forces if they advance north of phase line Stone. Why are we doing that? And that's to facilitate, as you heard, the battalion requirement to delay for 4 hours. The enemy force attack further south, no further south than the Bradford line. The Bradford line is something given by division, which the battalion CO must defend. What you see on the overlay as a series of named areas of interest, the rectangle boxes, and a series of blue dotted battle positions, which I'll give to the platoon commanders on mission and tasks. So execution, how are we going to do this? It's a lot of ground. It's quite diverse in that it breaks us up. We have an obstacle plan that will help, but we have very light forces against a very strong enemy. So the intent is to screen, which means report, identify, which is the majority of the time. That's what we'll be doing. But I'm going to do a little bit of the guard as well, which means we will directly engage, mostly with indirect fires, but also with direct fires with the tanks. More of that later. So we're going to screen, degrade the lead elements by, this is important to commanders, 2 companies through indirect fires and direct fire, where the opportunities are presented, okay, whilst preserving sufficient firepower to defeat the enemy force north of phase line Stone. So we've got to preserve our own firepower, and that's 60% of the force I want on at the end of this, ready to defeat them north of phase line Stone. I will take risk in the east, which means my main effort is in the west. a scheme maneuver. So we're going to ID the enemy force axis of advance and main effort north of phase line quickfire. That's key. We need to figure out where they're coming and in what strength. That obstacle belt will help. It will channel them, and I think they'll channel them both north and east and west, as APOC said. And then they're going to hit slow-going terrain. So we will make the most of that and conduct ambushes to the west and long direct fires where opportunity allows with our tanks, which will be further back between mud and sand, more of which later. On order, we will retrograde from quickfire, and those criteria are the following: loss of 3 IFVs, our own IFVs, or destruction of at least 9 enemy IFVs, or if battalion say we are being outflanked. I'll say that again. The retrograde order criteria is loss of 3 our own IFVs or tanks, destruction of 3 enemy force IFVs or tanks, or the fact we're being outflanked. We will then retrograde through a series of those report lines, all the way back to the handover with Mola Tank Company. And that will be, if you look at the map, phase line rock, you'll see a coord point there, Ober Verguth, Duke help me out, but effectively that is the phase line rock is the handover point. So note, we will be retrograding both through German lines and doing effectively a relief in place with Mola Company, which is difficult at the best of times. What is decisive about how we're going to do this? Well, essentially, it'll work with the mech infantry conducting ambush and moving indirect fires onto the enemy forces as they retrograde back. There is a series of battle positions which I will brief both Kilo 1 and Kilo 2, but effectively those are suggested battle positions in Veron's off. They're not actual battle positions, so between commanders you're going to have time to actually look at where you can place your forces. And though that retrograde, there is a purple route to the west and an orange route to the east. So those are the preferred retrograde routes back to phase line rock. They may not be possible depending on the situation, but those are the preferred retrograde routes. You will also note as you retrograde, there will be potential LRPs, which we will endeavour to satisfy with forward supply points. But note, this is not about engaging. This is about identifying and bringing fires down. So the sustaining piece will be to have 60% of our force available on phase line rock. We'll go into the KBR position and Schlitz, do a quick head count, resupply and reorganize back up to phase line stone and be prepared to defeat any enemy forces coming further south. Okay, that's generally how we're going to do missions and tasks. So, Kilo 1, Mazayev, you are to move your forces behind BP Kilo 1 in the west. Please confirm you can see BPK 1. It's along the A7. Okay, that's a general position. Your mission and task is to screen the advance south within boundaries to phase line rocked, and then conduct a handover with Mauler Company force elements, resupply, and then be prepared to defeat enemy north of phase line stone. As I said, just don't become decisively engaged. Both Kilo 1 and Kilo 2, you are there to confirm the enemy access, bring fires down, and retrograde back. Any questions, Kilo 1?
Nope, sounds good.
Kilo 2, you are to move to start with BPK 2, Bravo Papa Kilo 2. Jag, yeah, excellent. Again, just same mission and tasks. Just remember, it's about identifying where they are. If you can see them, they can see you. More about the tactics later. Again, you have a series of potential battle positions as you retrograde back. They are suggested. It'll be up to you to fight your battle.
Roger.
Kilo 3. You have the same mission and tasks, not surprisingly, and you are further back in BPK 3, back near Hill 1-4. Have you got any questions?
Kilo 3, no.
Just remember that area there. What I need you to do is preserve your tank force for the latter stage of the battle. So don't bring it. You're an experienced platoon commander, but don't bring them all forward. Identify them and bring fires down.
Just confirm which BPK it is. Confirm which BPK again.
BPK 3, which is my apologies, near Kirpenhausen. You see that?
Not yet. Wait. Yes, seen.
Right. You have got the most difficult task. Okay. Because they're gonna you will see them quite quickly, and they will see you quite quickly, and you're going to have to retrograde quite quickly. But I do want to engage anything that's coming down that central valley. Copy?
Copy.
Therefore, your initial positions will be key, because if you look at the line of sight, they've got you. So I would ask, just make sure your dispositions are appropriate and be prepared to move quite quickly back.
Yeah, Roger, you're using that orange route, yeah?
Correct. Kilo 4.
4.
Snoggy, you good?
Yep.
You are to go to BP. Yeah, you're already there. BPK 4. Again, you've got quite a difficult position in that you are orientating, and I'm looking at you protecting Kilo 2, because I think they're going to come through the killing area Tiger as they get turned. If they do that, they will hit the Kilo 1-5 NAI. Therefore, engage quickly, then retrograde. What I want you to do is retrograde to BPK 4 Alpha. That's a specific task, okay? The reason I want you to do that is because from there you can engage everything on the eastern flank, and because my east is, I am seriously worried about anything that's going to come through those woods. Are there any questions on that?
Nope.
Just again, don't put them all forward. Keep a couple forward and a couple back. You then retrograde through back down to the various provincial positions, and we'll see how it goes. So those are the maneuver forces, gentlemen. The timelines, I expect to be able to delay between the Flet and Quickmire for 25 minutes. I then expect to meet the criteria to retrograde, and between Quickmire and Mud, I think he's going to take 40 minutes to come through that, mainly because of going, but also because of our fires. Between Mud and Sand is really the last stage where I think we're going to be engaging in anything like any meaningful way, because from sand to rock, I don't want you to engage. I want you to pull back very quickly to preserve combat power and to do the handover. Is that understood? Kilo 1.
Acknowledged.
Thank you. Kilo 2. Kilo 2.
Roger, sir.
Roger. Kilo 3.
User entered your channel.
Kilo 3, copy out.
Cool. Kilo 4. Okay, cool.
Oh, why
So-
is it coming through here?
Has anybody got any questions on how we're going to conduct this?
Could I interject something?
Sure, I'm gonna talk about. Yeah, go on.
The beak out. Anyways, I'm checking some of the tanks and placements to make sure you're hull down, because the last one you were talking about, he's on the sloping side to the north.
They're in general areas, so you don't, obviously platoon commanders don't show yourself on a forward position. Make sense?
Kilo 3 question.
Yep.
If we could be updated on our right flank from higher on the
Yep.
most
Absolutely.
northern
Yeah,
positions of the enemy.
Yeah, you'll get updated.
Oh, not the enemy, the friendly forces, sorry.
Yeah, you'll get updated when we get updates. Okay. Any further questions before I go into some notes?
Kilo 2.
Yep, Kilo 2.
May we place leave behind forces far north of
No.
Quickmire?
No.
Roger.
No leave behind. The idea is not to decisively engage. The idea is to find, report, bring indirect fires and retrograde. Make sense?
Roger.
So do not become decisively engaged. Which leads me on to the fire plan. The FO's got a fire plan in there. All fires, please, through Alpha 65 Duke. Duke is running log air defense, which will be important, bearing in mind they've got aviation, they've got a mix of Hinds and MI8s, so just watch out for air. And then lastly, log and resupply. Log and resupply is going to be
the big scrubbing brushes.
Chris, you're on battalion, mate, just in front of Chris.
Oh, sorry.
So the scrubbing brushes are in place, and we will have to retrograde quite quickly. So any request for repair and resupply itself, it's organic towing. If you can get it back, then get it back, and we'll do our best. Okay, last point, just on notes. This is going to be really a platoon commander's fight. We will do the best to organize you. We've got a lot of time, okay? So let's use the time. Basic drills will win the way. So that we're all guilty of it. Just make sure the 2-minute rule, he will use a lot of it. He's got a lot of artillery. He will use a lot of artillery. So just make sure we acknowledge that. Use the terrain to our best advantage. Don't put everyone forward, as I've said. And when we need to be quick, let's make sure we are quick. And above all, this is the last one of the year, so let's enjoy it. It should be really interesting. Of note, there is no reserves for a long time, so take care of your vehicles. Has anybody else got any questions?
I do.
Go for
Artillery. Was there any? There was mention of preset fire missions. Was that? I don't see them on the map unless
Okay.
we're just.
So the preset, if you look at the map, and every preset fire mission request starts with a kilo, and it's got a triangular like a 001, 002, 003, and then it's got HE. Have a quick look at those, and then come back to me on the separate channels, iPod. Okay, they were requests for on call.
Okay.
So you have to
not seeing
at
at
you
all.
got to call them when the mission starts.
Yeah, correct. You've got to call them when the mission starts. So if you look at the FLET, go up to the FLET, look at where Kilo 1 is, the NAI. In there, you've got Kilo 001 ICM, right next to the minefields. Can you see that?
No.
I think you have to right click and send them separately,
Okay.
one by one.
Oh, shit. Okay, can you see it now?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do that. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Okay. Any further questions? Okay, platoon commanders, go down, have a quick look at the ground, come back to me with any concerns, and then tell me when you're red column 1. Sorry for the long one, but we've got a fair amount of time. Let's go.
User left
Kilo
your
2,
channel.
Roger.
User left your channel. User left your
Duke,
channel.
can you see them?
Channel switched.
Oh, this will be fun.
User joined your channel.
Oh, no.
Hello.
Which radio do I need to be on?
2600. You don't really have to be on it, but it's helpful.
Yep. Which radio is that for?
Hmm?
Which radio is it?
2600. That's the company
Yeah.
net. It's more or less so you can hear when they're talking, so that you don't talk over them, and I can listen to what's going on. But basically, what we're going to do is I'll have 3 and 2 forward. I'll keep 4 in reserve because it's an AI tank, so we'll just save it in case it gets killed or one of us dies. We can grab or swap to it. Basically, I'll have you 2 forward. I'll be kind of sitting slightly behind. It looks like the right side of that BP is actually pretty good, so you guys can find your overwatch positions orienting on Kilo 15 to our front. It's that next hill across the way. And we'll just see what happens. If the tanks start coming across the hill, we'll just start blasting. And as soon as we get off a couple rounds, we'll pull back to Kilo 4 Alpha.
Along which route?
We'll just go. There's no route marked, but we'll just kind of go back and hook around like a fish hook. Any questions?
None.
Yeah, I thought about moving off to the right, but I don't want to expose us on that eastern flank too much. I'd rather keep us over here.
Snog, could you go over the down?
The big plan?
Our small time.
Oh, so our small plan is we're going to be protecting. Who is that? Kilo.
PK4.
Yeah, Kilo 2 in front of us. So they're going to be up in front, the scouts, and we're going to be protecting their flank on Kilo 15, which is the hill across from us. Because what's going to happen is the enemy's going to push forward. They've got a whole bunch of obstacles off to the right in that little town down there. So they're not going to be able to go through that. They're going to try and go around it, which means we're going to go through that Alpha 7 area, and they're going to try and come up on the left-hand side of our defensive line, and we're going to try and engage them from there. If they come that way, if they don't, they'll probably go around the other side, and if they do that, then we'll have to retrograde back to 4 Alpha, but I don't know, we'll have to see where the enemy's coming first. But the whole big plan is we're going to be kind of hanging back, not exposing ourselves too much, let the scouts identify and get fires on targets, and then they'll maneuver us to wherever they can. But we're basically fighting a delaying action.
Okay. Colt.
All right.
Right back.
So that's your first game, BG?
Kilo 6, this is Kilo 3. A radio check over. Kilo 6 is Kilo 3 ready? Check over.
Yeah, Kilo 3. This is Kilo 6. Roger. Over.
Yeah, Kilo 3, Redcon 1, out.
Roger. Jag, Kilo 2. Are you Redcon 1 over?
6 is Kilo 2. Give me 1 minute, please.
Kilo 6, Roger.
So yeah, when we get in, just make sure you guys can see the hill to our front, and we'll just sit there and wait for them to come across and see what happens. Just be aware that we have Bradleys on our left, so make sure you double check what you're shooting at.
Roger that.
I'm back. Anything new?
Nope. Just make sure you're aware that there are Bradleys on our left, so don't shoot anything that's left in the trees unless you positively identify it as a bad guy.
What do we expect? Russians to have T-14s, T-90s.
I think it's going to be
72s.
Kilo
BMPs.
6, Kilo 2, Redcon 1.
Kilo 6, Roger. Out.
They are throwing 4 tank companies in our way with the T-72s.
Okay.
Kilo 1, Roger. Out.
Was that on?
Kilo 4, Roger. Out. We can start, I think. From my perspective, anyway.
This your first time playing with us, BG?
Yep.
Yeah. So one of the things they'll do is it's a pause rejoin. So what's going to happen is somebody drops something, they're going to pause the game. So if you see a little red thing
Already
flashing,
received.
oh, you already know that. All right.
Yeah. I watched some of KT's streams.
Okay.
Kilo 8.
Then recommended this game by him. They gifted me one month, and I'm then currently using that, but I'm planning on buying the 1 year sub as I'm doing my BMT stuff in like summer of 2023. But I don't want to buy too much at the same time. Just sticking with the 1 year license, and yeah, I'm just buying the 1 year license, and for the rest of that, try the game out. But I like it so far.
Yep.
How about you? You guys, how long have you played Steam Boost?
Oh. It's probably been a good 2 years now. No, maybe not. Maybe a year. Oh, God. I want to think about it.
Yeah.
I bought the game though, because yeah.
How about you, Rebirth?
About 1 year and a half, more or less.
I'm just gonna stay quiet here for a while now.
Oh, here comes the pause rejoin. Yeah, as soon as they spot us, they're probably gonna start calling in direct fire on us. So it's gonna be a quick shoot what you can, and then we're just gonna retrograde back before they can drop the artillery on us.
Yeah, what is it, like 10 minutes
No-
change? If not seen, then 2 minutes for artillery to actually hit.
Yeah, I don't know what it's well. Usually have about 5 minutes, but
Right back.
Oh god, these pausing rejoins. Fuck.
Suddenly.
I don't know whether. Oh, no, finally we're going.
Perhaps. Thanks. got something here.
Yeah, it looks like they're moving along the left. K-14.
Tank! Fire! On the way!
Workhouse 6-6. This is Killer 6. Sitrep, you can see from the BMS, he's committed at least close recce patrol, but potential advanced guard in the west, north of killing area Tiger Over. Yeah, roger that. My concern, again, the centre looks like it's a second access, but Johannesburg with the plough team, platoon, may be a potential third over.
Kilo 6, Kilo 2.
Kilo 6, send over.
Lost one vehicle. Vicinity BP Kilo 2 to tank fire.
Kilo 6, roger. Let me know what you feel that you've got in front of you, over.
Kilo 2, roger.
Kilo 1, Kilo 2, this is Kilo 6. We are hitting the enemy forces to your north-east with RT out.
Kilo 2, roger.
2-1, contact, tank, east.
I think I got one.
Kilo 3, Kilo 4, this is Kilo 6. Are you able to engage at long range any of the vehicles identified north of phase line Quickmire, over? Okay, 6, Kilo 4, roger. Kilo 3, acknowledge my last, over.
Kilo 3, over.
Have you engaged any of the vehicles north of Quickmire, over?
Kilo 3, no, they're out of range for me at the moment, over.
Kilo 6, roger. Kilo 6 and over.
Contact, tank, north.
We're providing Kilo 1 and Kilo 2 with support by fires out.
Tank, east.
Kilo 3, Kilo 3, this is Kilo 6, over.
Kilo 3, over.
Kilo 3, are you observing the fire but just can't engage? Over.
Kilo 3, from my location, I'm 4.5 k's south of the enemy. Over.
Roger. I just want to know that you can identify the axis of advance. Over.
I've no eyes on
You can
any
see
enemy call signs at
something
the
moving
moment.
up to Kilo 15,
Roger.
so they'll be
Out.
in front of us soon.
Say again?
There's an enemy unit moving into our kill zone.
Kilo 6, Kilo 2.
To our
6
front.
and over.
6, I'm sending my
Did the-
non-player section
50?
back to
Yeah, 50.
Bravo, BPK 2 Alpha.
That could be PCs.
Roger.
But is our gift
Tanks are coming on kind of
K50?
quickly.
Roger, can you engage them?
Well, they'll get shot. They've already lost one vehicle.
Or do you feel you need to withdraw?
Yes, but is our kit zone
6-2, we have engaged.
It's that, yeah, it's the
with
hills
no
across
effect.
from us to our front.
Um,
Roger.
yeah,
You are to extract. You are to extract to the alternate position. Over.
2, Roger.
Kilo 1. This is Kilo 6. Sit rep from you. Over.
Roger, engaged one tank with the Dragon, did not get a kill. Additionally, have one enemy IFE that we've destroyed.
Yeah,
Roger, is your appreciation that you need to retrograde now. Over.
Is there no...
Yeah, down one
I
eye.
hadn't really got all the time to look
Okay, Kilo 1
thing. I only got
retrograde
to
to
do the
your
gunner
alternate position. Alternate position. Over.
trainings, but is there not any IR? Oh, here.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the
6
gunner
Kilo
side.
3, do you have permission to push
Oh.
one section to the orange line
No
to my
IR
northeast
side
line?
for the commander.
Fire!
Abrams.
Hang on,
Oh,
I'm engaging a
I-
tank.
I got tanks.
Yeah, fire away.
6 Kilo 3, over.
Fire! On the way. Ah! Fire!
Oh, I'm hit. Fine. Back off though.
Kilo 4. Retrograde now. Over.
All right, we're getting back. Back up.
6 Kilo 3, over.
Back.
Back up. Back up. We're getting out of here.
I got lucky, they only got my stabilizer.
Pop your smoke, push tab, and get out.
6 Kilo 3, over.
Kilo 3. Wait.
Where are we going?
Let's keep backing out to the road. We're gonna retrograde straight back and then head towards Kilo 4 Alpha. Oh, you're dead? Alright, who died?
Freiburg, I think. If someone.
Alright, I'm giving you 4-4.
Kilo 3. Kilo 6.
Yeah, Roger. Do I have permission to send half my call sign to the orange line northeast of my position? I should be able to engage that enemy from there, that position, over.
Kilo 6. Kilo 3. Kilo 6. The enemy
Yeah, you got
are going to
4-4.
come onto you quite quickly. So your fight is to hold phase line mud, because the Kilo 3 is now displacing. So you're it. I don't want you. You will be overmatched if you just have 2. So remain in place and pick them off when they come in. I'll copy. Over.
Kilo 3, copy.
We'll call 6-6. This is Kilo 6. I have asked permission to retrograde from phase line Quickmire. I have lost 2 call signs, and I'm going to lose the 3rd soon. Negative. I want to see which way they're coming from the east. I think aviation should be really on phase line mud, if that makes sense. Give them a good chance to come out in the open. Kilo 6, roger.
Grid square 4532.
Let's go. 2, you gotta follow me all the way back.
Go back to for Alpha.
Unknown station, Brawler 6, this is Kilo 6. We are putting fires onto that position, over. I want it exactly on the platoon that's on A7, over. And Brawler 6 says Kilo 6, that lone tank is currently no threat, will be engaged by forces as it comes further south.
We're taking fire here.
Workhorse 66, this is Kilo 6 sit rep. My estimation is the enemy forces' main effort is currently in the west. Here we have a company of tanks at least coming from the west, from the first axis, and a second company coming from the centre into the western area along the A7. How copy, over? Third, though, I think that potentially there is a third axis coming from the east under Unterhauen, but I think that's a subsidiary access. Depending how successful, he may wish to switch, but I'll keep an eye on that out. Appreciate it. Yeah. Kilo 1, Kilo 2, this is Kilo 6. Good work on that first engagement. You are to continue to retrograde back into phase line mud, set, and then just identify again which axis is coming in. How copy, over?
Kilo 2, roger.
Kilo 1, roger. We'll try to delay in vicinity of Dragoon, then continue bounding back.
Kilo 6, roger, that sounds good. Now. Kilo 3, Kilo 6 up.
Kilo 3 over.
Kilo 3, be prepared to engage anything that comes centrally and from the east, although I think your main effort will be to engage tanks that come out from Kilo Alpha Tiger.
Kilo 3, roger out.
Kilo 4, how's the retrograde? Roger. Make sure that you set yourself into a good position that both hides most of your deployment, but you can still see what's going on down the valley. Over.
Oh god, I can't get up this hill.
We're going to BK
4
Alpha. Maybe if we reverse over the river to the east and then over the river again and follow the might work.
I just want to get as straight as I can.
Enemy tank platoon moving past the Lancer, moving towards the Dragoon. We are engaging with direct fire. We'll need assistance if we're going to hold.
Kilo 6, Roger, do not hold. Continues to retrograde, over.
Once you get over that hill, it's a pretty straight shot.
Yep. All call signs, this is Kilo 6, sit rep. The assessment from my headquarters is that there are currently 3 access. The enemy seems to be putting a tank company in the east with probably the objective of Kohlhausen, 1 through the centre with the objective of Asbach, and then a 3rd which is engaged Kilo 1 and Kilo 2 to take the high ground of the bridge around the east. We have fallen back with relatively few casualties, although Kilo 1 and Kilo 2 have minor damage, and so has Kilo 3. We are on plan. Call, report for fires to come in and support from Workhorse. Good job so far.
We're taking fire here.
Yeah, Kilo 6, Kilo 2.
Kilo 6 on them.
I am down to 2 call signs.
Then move back quickly. Do not engage.
Right, Roger, we're at Bravo at the...
Continues to move back. Workhorse 6-6, this is Kilo 6, request aviation support in the east. Over. Kilo 6, Roger. Just be aware of the situation in my sit rep and be aware fires can reach you from the high ground in the north. Be careful.
Enemy forward tank elements are approximately 500 to 600 meters from EA Dragoon, continuing to bound backwards.
6, Roger up.
Six, we've had
we've
had one game crash.
You want to pause?
Yes, please. Yeah, pause and rejoin.
Jack, can we have a pause and rejoin? One of Kilo 3's crashed jacks.
Let's have to orient north a bit.
We're taking fire here.
Hey, Workhorse 66, Killer 6. Yeah, cancel my last. I think you're right. I think your aviation needs to go west.
This is the
west.
shit spot. We're on a forward slope here.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's where he's coming.
How the fuck am I supposed to defend this?
I actually don't think he's going to come out of that until sand. Duck, can we have a pause and rejoin, please?
I don't know where the fuck we're gonna go.
Maybe maybe on the road, north, east, just behind those trees.
Yeah, alright, let's go there.
Killer 3, this is Killer 6.
Kilo 3 over.
Who's dropped?
It's Jax.
Okay. APOC, can you hear me? Can anyone get over Duck and ask for a pause and rejoin? Jax has dropped. Okay.
6 Kilo 3, we're engaging enemy in the area of BP P1 over.
Killer 6, roger. Got it out.
Oh, here's a good line. Oh, hang on. Fuck. Still a forward slope, but it's not as bad.
Hey, can we have a pause and rejoin? One of... Oh yeah, okay, so...
Should we reorient north towards the hill in front of us?
Yeah. So the idea is we're gonna get set up somewhere where we can see the front, but the only problem is this is like on a forward slope, so there's no
Yeah,
really
there is
to run
no.
Yeah, roger
there is
that.
no cover.
Yeah.
6.
Hey, 6.
But what end probably end up doing is just
As
soon as we
Kilo
see
3,
we'll blast it and then we'll just pop smoke and get out of here again.
Killer 6.
Yeah.
I don't want to stay here for more than
Jax.
1 or 2 shots.
Killer 3, get your Jacks to be prepared to join. It's Jax.
Yeah.
Can you get him to join? No one can see him when he's to join. He needs to start to join. Irish?
Yeah, he's looking for a session now. Is the game up?
Yep. Game's up, guys, isn't it? Swordsman, can you hear me?
Yeah, game's up. He's just found his
I have so many questions, but I don't want to bother him when he's trying to do all this stuff. Like, I don't know where we're supposed to go from here.
Workhorse 66, this is Killer 66.
Do we not have a...
So, I think
we'll just end up...
yeah,
we'll probably follow the road back through K12 there. It's
forward.
just behind us.
I think he will
and then we'll just
continue to push
retrograde
down
back
the
and
A7
then follow that purple line back.
come
And then
down
just be like...
that eastern block. I think he's going to keep in the woods as far as he can,
supposed to be one of
and
the
then come
areas
out,
to fall back
obviously, at
through.
sand. But I also think he's pushing now. He's got certainly another company in the east. So my call signs, Killer 3, are engaging the ones to the north. but they'll just simply be overmatched by both just numbers if they continue to stay there for much longer.
Too much shot on the 2600 frequency.
Yeah.
Kilo 3, when you're ready.
I'll be bagging out. I'll remain here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, Kilo 6, it's Kilo 3. I've got one call sign which is tracked. Do you wish me to extract him as soon as I can, or leave him there, Robert?
Kilo 6, you will be extracting in minutes few. So you will, if you can do it quickly, that's fine. But I'd rather have 3 good ones than 2 bad ones, if that makes sense.
Yeah, Roger. I'll start dragging him.
3 good ones rather
straight
than
away
2
and
bad.
hold with the other thing.
Was it
Kilo 6,
vice
Kilo
versa?
2.
Kilo 6 under.
As sit rep, we're down to 2 vehicles. Just getting beat up in these woods, trying to withdraw up these roads. Moving my other section, not being in the actual vehicles, trying to move things around. AI is just crawling and getting killed in these woods.
Kilo 2, Kilo 6. Mount up with your AI and retrograde backwards to phase line sand. Okay.
Roger. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
Excellent.
But we're down to 2 vehicles. Sorry.
That's fine.
Try to find something here on the right.
That's good. That's fine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Doing a good job.
Buffing.
Con.
Oh, straight on. Tank.
If you see it, shoot it.
Can't see what my gun received though. Oh, there I see it. It's to the east.
East.
Yeah, we have
oh, yeah. I see it. Engage it, Will.
Yeah, let me just try here to actually get a shot on it. This one might not hit. That's the thing. Oh, there are many. Yeah. There's load of them. Try to get on the guy. Actually, I'm gonna take center guy here.
Yeah, I see him. I got popping in the trees.
Oh, Fox AI. Fuck the thing up. Missed. Fox AI. Missed. Getting a new one.
6, Roger. Are you being successful or are you being overmatched? Over. Destroy 2 and then move back.
Oh. If I can hit 1 at least. Let's say.
Kilo 6. This is Kilo 2.
6 cent.
Moving to BP Kilo 2 Bravo.
I keep shooting high, I don't know.
And then back to sand.
Why?
Yeah, I usually let the AI do the shooting, to be honest.
Yeah.
Unless it's like, you know.
He's even worse than me.
Record 6-6, Kilo 6. My concern is the developing a situation in the east. Over.
Identified.
Perhaps.
2 companies. Okay. Kilo 3, Kilo 3, this is Kilo 6. You are to retrograde now. Retrograde now, over.
Kilo 3, Roger.
Kilo 4, this is Kilo 6. You are to retrograde now, over.
That's us.
Is that us?
Yep.
Kilo 4, Kilo 6. Quickly.
Let's get out of here.
Yep, one more shot. Bang. I'm out. Fox, I keep hitting them just below or to the side. Mega bad. If I can get out here.
Run away!
I dumped all my shells on this.
Oh, don't reload now, we'll do it later.
Yeah. Turning around. How far was that?
I don't know.
Far. 3 should be? Yeah. 3 kilometers or something. I only have 13.
Copy. They're doing one more fire mission.
It's fine. I think we're gonna go back and rearm. So.
6, copy. Out.
6, this is Kilo 3, be advised. We've got enemy IDF south of the bridge over.
266 over.
Woof! Good thing we got out of there,
we're
Jesus.
Just south of the bridge before we can carry on.
Yeah. Is it AG or IC?
Mana was dropped.
I think it's ICM hitting it behind us. It's fine, we'll just wiggle our way through these trees. Yeah. The trick with these trees is not to go too fast, otherwise you'll kill your driver or something, so you always want to go like speed 1.
Kilo 1, this is Kilo 6, what's the status over?
Currently holding in position about 1 kilometer to the east of Kilo 1 Bravo. Have contact with enemy tanks. Vicinity
we are blasting the shit all over the place.
Got some direct fire, but we're fine.
Alright, they hear you.
Kilo 6, Roger, do you still have any firepower left that you could come round behind them over?
Uh, 6 Kilo 3 over.
Kilo 6 over.
Where do we go from now?
This,
I think we're going to be heading back to...
We've extracted south of Kirpenhausen. How far south do you want us over?
Oh, they're talking about it now, hang on.
Kilo 6, you are to come retrograde past Menninghausen and continue past phase line sand.
Takes much longer to load the shunts.
Roger,
Abrams
and find a position of which between sand and rock, of which you can then engage tanks from the western on the western boundary of it.
Roger, we're out.
There's a supply truck we can set up here.
Huh?
There's a supply truck in front we can stop at.
Do you have sufficient firepower at which to attack the mech or the rear of his forces in the west over?
Yeah, we're gonna roll into a town down here that I
got
can't
about
see.
4 functional Bradleys. I don't have a good situation for where the enemy is, and there's about a company in front of me in the woods. So I don't recommend that course of action.
Yeah, Roger. Kilo 6 agree. Continue to retrograde back to phase line stand. Continue to retrograde back to phase line
with
stand.
the German infantry down there, we'll stop there for a bit.
Warkill 6-6, Kilo 6. I have now complete my retrograde from Quickmire, and I'm moving back to Mud. I don't think I know I can't hold it in the west on Mud, and I have a developing situation with at least a company, perhaps 2 companies coming in the east. How copy over?
We're taking fire here.
Yeah, we're retrograding down. I'm going to be retrograding to phase line sand. I've got about a company and a half I've got a platoon and a half of mech Bradleys still left, and I've got 2 platoons less 2 tanks in the west. So I'm happy that I've got sufficient firepower as agreed. My concern is that he advances very quickly, but he has to come through and he's going to be channeled once he hits phase line mud. So we're 35 minutes in. So phase line mud is where I'd like the aviation to hold him, if that's possible, over. That'll be some good news. Kilo 4, this is Kilo 6. You are to move back to phase line sand and then find positions of which to engage the forces to the east. How copy, over?
Eastwards.
Roger that. Out to you. Kilo 3, sit rep from you, over.
So we're going to reload in town and find a
Kilo
position
3,
to engage
just
to the
through
east. So we'll probably
Menghausen
just
now.
find some place in
The
this town
positions
here.
you wish me to take, are they in the areas of BP 405 to 408, over?
Probably on this hill would probably work.
Yeah.
Kilo 6, spread out.
Or south. And then just cover up north.
Alright, hang on. I'm going to break off road here for a second.
Yep.
Alright, if you need ammo, go down in the town and get it. I'm good for now.
Which you can engage the lead platoon.
There's a Hemet supply in town, go get it. If you don't need ammo, stay here.
Where's the Hemets? Where
In
they
town.
are? Yeah, I see it.
Kilo 3, not understood in regards to where you expect the enemy to be engaged at, over.
Roger. The enemy are going to coming through on the east in 2 company strength from Coldhausen. How copy, over?
Copy, Roger, over.
They're going to come through Copenhagen in the next 5 minutes. How copy, over?
Roger, over.
So I want you to set up a blocking position in Menninghausen. Wrong. I want you to set a firing position in Menninghausen to quickly engage them as they hit the obstacle in Copenhagen. How copy, over?
Roger, right.
Contact, truck, north.
Yeah, you want to find the Hemet supply truck that's in the middle and then just go park next to it. And then your guy will start reloading after a couple seconds.
Yep. Let's try to
Kilo
get the
6,
driver
Kilo
to
3,
actually drive down there.
I usually let the AI do it, and I just set the waypoints to let the AI drive, usually, if I'm doing anything other than just, yeah.
6, Kilo 6, this is Kilo 3, over.
Kilo 6 and over?
Roger, due to the ground, it's very difficult to get 5 positions to my northeast. Roger, over.
Kilo 6, I understand that.
Let's try to get another watch position over the road
They're going to move
on our
kilometre at least
east.
within the next 5 minutes. How copy?
Yeah, Roger.
I need you to protect yourself, and I'm happy that you are wait for them to come in, but they're going to come past the objective, past the obstacle. So once they hit the obstacle, you have to engage them. How copy, over?
Yeah, we want to protect it from the east. If you see those guys moving up to our front, over by Puma,
just find a solution. Kilo 3
ICM retreat, all that kind of stuff. We're just going to try and cover that side. Shoot across the valley, basically.
We'll call 6-6. This is Kilo
friendly IFVs on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the enemy recce units, as we agreed, are coming in from Kirchenheim, phase line mud. That doesn't mean he's going to get in companies though, but it suggests that they're going to push down that route, over.
There's one.
Roger, let me know if there's more than kind of, because that most of my units are retrograded, but I've still got some left that are pushing down there.
You just
Kilo
park next
1,
to it,
Kilo
and then
2,
after a couple
just be
seconds, they'll start
aware
reloading.
that you have units, enemy forces to the west of you crossing the boundary in the other area. Over.
Kilo 2, roger.
Kilo 1, acknowledge my last over.
Yeah, roger.
Just Kilo 1, just give me an assessment if you think you can destroy that recce as it comes forward and then extract, or do you need to extract now? Over.
So I'm a bit worried with my eastern flank exposed at this point. So we're going to start moving back to Kilo 1-0. We'll attempt to engage that reconnaissance in vicinity of Kirkheim if we're able to get identification of it.
Roger, Kilo 1, that's a good job. Preserve your force. You are near Phase Line Sand, and Mauler company are there to stop any of that leakage from the flank. So don't feel you have to engage if you can, that's fine. But your requirement is to come back out.
You just gotta stay still. It takes a bit. If you keep moving around, it's not gonna work.
How
you gotta stop, sit there.
Yep.
Roger, I'm moving my course.
No, just stop, don't move. Just stay there.
Mengshausen in order to get eyes on Kirstenhausen. Roger, Father.
There you go.
Roger, just be aware that he's got stuff in the north
though.
You can't yet see that can engage you all the way from the north, or at least see you bring down fires. So not too far. They will come to you. They will come past Merspass. I understand the ground is difficult, but remember preservation of force. Over.
Yeah, Kilo 3, Roger. Again, question. Has anyone got command of Kilo 3-2? Its owner dropped, and it should have come to me, but it didn't. Kilo 3-2.
Yeah, I've got it. I'll give it to you now. Who do I give it to? You? Or
not giving
else?
me anything? Is it because I'm
I'll give
refilling
it
the
to...
power?
You've already got it.
What?
Roger.
It's not giving me anything in the chassis magazine. It's just giving.
It's probably reloading something else. It's reloading. Yeah, it's reloading Sabo. It takes a while though.
Yeah, but I'm unloading the. Actually, yeah, I'm getting.
No, you're getting ammo. You just got 7. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. I don't think it did it the first time though. Oh, a bit smooth. How much is how much does the chassis carry?
I can't remember how much you carry in your ready boxes.
Your last over.
I'm not usually a tanker, but those tanks across from us will be in range soon.
Waller 6, Kilo 6, say again your last over.
Fire!
I got ranger tanks, hang on.
We'll call 6-6, can you relay to Mauler? I didn't hear his last, what did he say? Yeah, okay. Could you speak to Mauler and ask him what he said? Because he doesn't seem to be...
Fire!
Kilo 6, Roger, just be aware, don't get overmatched. There's a lot of tanks there, but if you can, destroy and bug out.
Now it's refuel and only now it says that I'm refilling ammunition and fuel, or fuel rather.
Vehicle 6-6, this is Kilo 6, sit rep. There's 2 companies coming down
I'm good
my
to go,
eastern
I
flank
think.
now.
I have
I've
Alright,
lost
then get back here.
contact with the west.
I got 24
I've
range, I think.
extracted 50% of my mech force coming back and are reaching phase line sand in the next 10 minutes over.
Identified.
Kilo Rob, continue Kilo 3 and Kilo
They're out of
4
range.
are engaging the tanks in the east, but I'm afraid I will be overmatched. I will give a sit rep in the next 5 as to the situation there.
$4K.
Yep. Somebody just
That's
launched
a
a
bit
rocket at
far,
him.
isn't it?
Yeah, somebody shot a missile. Probably one from the Bradleys.
They're shooting ATGMs, I think.
Yep.
Kilo 4, this is Kilo 6. How's your engagement? Over.
Fire! Tank!
Okay, so it's Roger, up to you. Kilo 3, are you set? Over.
Kilo 3, I'm set.
Oh my
Not
god,
much
that's a
cover
lot.
down here.
Kilo 4, Kilo 3, this is the decisive
At
phase.
least 10 vehicles.
Artillery is going to support you. You need to hit them hard on this phase, okay?
That's a lot of them, my god.
Going so slow.
Tank!
Local 66, Kilo 66. I am putting in a 2 platoon plus RT attack on the company, enemy force company to the west, wrong, east, out.
Tank!
Are they down in the
This is
valley?
one.
or
We're
what?
moving back.
Yeah,
to
they're in
the
front of
city
us. I see
past
them. One just
two.
blew
We're
up.
going to try to orient on kill zone Eagle or kill
Yeah.
area Eagle, I guess, and we'll see what happens. Don't have a good feel for enemy contact in the east.
Yep.
Last
contact
heard
us.
somewhere in the vicinity of Bravo Kilo 1 Bravo. Probably a platoon plus at minimum.
Kilo
Are
6,
we
Kilo 1,
engaged?
thank you, good sit rep.
Yeah, engage them
move
if they're
back
in
on,
range, but they're not in range,
investigate
I don't
east,
think.
spread out. Out to you, Kilo
Yeah,
2,
3.8.
this is
I
Kilo
thought
6.
I thought I saw a shot.
Kilo 2, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm
Kilo
shooting.
2,
Engage.
acknowledge last Kilo 1 regarding...
Oh, my radar.
Back up, back up, back up, back up.
Over.
Back up, back up.
Kilo 2, Roger.
Is there anything you can do to screen his east up to Kilo 10 to see what forces are there? NAI 10, I beg your pardon. NAI Kilo 10.
Roger, scene. I have 2 vehicles. Roger, we're observing tanks across the valley to our east. We'll screen towards Kilo 10.
Roger, screen, just move forward. Do not engage with your full count. I just want to know what's there. Over.
Kilo 2, Roger.
6, Roger. Back off.
Go to the left.
Left.
Up where Kilo 3 is.
Can't see what they're firing though. HE or ICM.
It's always ICM.
I can't see the small spot things in there though. I mean, it doesn't really make sense. And the HE if you want to kill a tank.
Oh, maybe just want to kill our radio.
Reverse, reverse. Six is Kilo 3, down to 2 call signs.
Kilo 6, roger, retrograde now.
Roger out.
Oh, I got contact with tank.
Yep.
Should we engage?
They're in range. I don't think they're in
Minus
range.
6,
though.
this is Kilo 6. Can you hear me? Over.
Oh, there I see you. Yep.
Fire!
Oh, one blue.
Why can you not hear me?
You're talking
it's
to
out of
company
range.
net.
4K, still 4K.
I have 3.9. What's the maximum?
Oh god. With an Abrams, it's not that far. Not 4K. I think 2 is probably your best bet.
Yeah.
You can try at 3.5 and see if it penetrates something. Much more than 3.5, I don't think it's worth shooting.
Might be. I think the first one I shot at, I think they were 3.738.
Tank!
You know, the shadow one who went all around the place.
Okay, I'm turret down and I am reloading.
Gunner, Sabo, tank!
Yep.
Fire!
I'm repairing my radio.
Fire! On the way!
Got 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Got
left.
one.
Got one?
Ah! On the way! Fire!
You're shooting.
Yeah, you got him.
Ah! On the way! Tank!
See him down there.
Yeah, he's dead.
Ah! Fire! Identified.
Can't tell if he's moving or not though.
Identified.
Anyone know if the tanks down at the ICM splashes or dead?
Some of them are dead, some of them are still alive.
Tank!
Kilo 3, this is Kilo 6-6. You have handed over battle to Mauler. Come back behind Mauler and replay. Over.
Kilo 3, roger out.
Kilo 1, Kilo 2. You are now the fight for Kilo north of phase line sand. You are now to retrograde south past sand and hand over to Mauler Company. How copy over?
Kilo 2, roger.
Tank! PC!
Kilo 1 acknowledged retrograde south of phase line sand.
Tank! Identified.
Roger, retrograde all the way back to Rock, Kilo 1, Kilo 2, and then further to
On the way!
Rock. Retrograde all the way back to Rock and hold form on Rock out.
Roger, acknowledged.
Kilo 2, roger.
PC!
Kilo 4, keep it up, out.
jockey back a bit.
Oh,
Good survival move.
Actually, I think I hit one. 3.7.
Local 66, this is Killer 66, sit rep. I believe I've destroyed probably one company up to this time, over.
Hit one. Oh, he's out. One tank down.
Most of that has been with indirect fires. I have a good idea of what is going on to my west, but I have the limited concept of how he is deploying through the woods further than Mud, over. Wrong, south of Mud, over.
Hit one. Second one out.
Fire!
I think I saw a flame. Yeah, there it goes. Two out.
Roger. Understand.
Fire!
Out. Killer 3. Once you are replened, you are to work with Killer 4 and move north across the bridge to the west to move into the town of Niederala. How
Yeah,
copy over?
third one out.
Kilo 3, Roger, over.
Kilo 4, you are to retrograde now, back
Okay.
and replane south of phase line sand.
Back up, back up.
How copy
Yeah,
over?
on my way. Okay, one platoon out.
What?
One platoon.
You
I
are
got
to
one
be
platoon out.
prepared with Killer 3
It's alright.
to defeat
I'm out of ammo.
enemy
3 tanks at
forces
least. I don't know
moving
the
from the west along into phase line south. How copy over?
I don't know if that's relevant to report in or not, but
Just Killer 6, roger out.
Alright, let's go back and rearm, and then we'll get reset after that.
okay. Do you guys usually report back in if we have taken out any enemies? For example, now.
It's not super. Yeah, it's not like we report every single kill we get. Because honestly, I'm letting the AI do half the shooting. I'm still looking at the map, trying to make sure I'm keeping myself oriented. It's one of those things where it's like, if we had 5 people manning a tank, or 4 people for that matter, it'd be a little bit easier, but
I was just thinking of like Platoon 2 company.
yeah, it's usually too much to juggle.
Yep.
Let's not resupply there. That looks pretty forward, though.
I'm going the wrong way.
My radio is still broken.
It's fine.
6
I'll
Kilo 3.
stay
We had one player
in
dropped
position.
about 15 minutes ago. Are we having a pause rejoin soon over?
Pause.
Killer 3, Killer 6, roger.
Oh,
we will,
my.
we will pause
Oh,
the
what? My commander got killed.
It'll happen. We'll go find a medic, though. There's a resupply in front of us we can probably go to. I think I'm going to go for LRP Alpha 1 there across the way, but I don't know. The stuff in front of us is too far forward. There's no security around it. Actually, yeah.
wait a minute. Kilo 4, Kilo 6, say again. LRP 1, Alpha 1, across the bridge. Can you see that? Once you rearm, you are then with Alpha Kilo 3 to be prepared to move back to the west to engage the forces that are coming out of the woods. How copy? I have yet to confirm the exact positions, but we may be able to engage from the eastern bank into that area, into Killing Area Eagle, I guess. But we'll see how that pans out.
Yeah, so we're gonna go across the bridge to LRP Alpha 1, which is what I expected.
Kilo 6, Kilo 2.
Kilo 6, wait.
Roger.
Kilo 2, Kilo 6 then?
Just to be clear, Kilo 2's to retrograde to phase line rock and attach to Mall, correct?
Kilo 6, what is your status on ammunition? Over.
I believe we're green on ammunition.
And what's your status on dismounts?
We have 2 Dragon teams. One per remaining vehicle, sorry.
Okay, Kilo 6, Roger. Change of orders. Okay. You are to move to BPK2, Charlie, just literally south, north of Hill 16. How copy?
BPK2, Charlie, Roger, seen. We're actually there.
Roger. Get into a covered position and wait further orders.
Roger.
Out to you. Kilo 4, this is Kilo 6, over. 4, you are to move into position, change of orders.
Wait.
You are to move into position, BPK Charlie, find positions, orientate towards Killing Area Eagle, and defeat any enemy armour that comes in that location. I'll copy over. I'm going to get resupply to you. The resupply is having to move back. How are you on ammunition, over? Roger.
All right, we're going to
Kilo. That position. I'll get resupply to you.
Charlie somewhere. Yeah, to our right.
Out to you, Kilo 1. This is Kilo 6, over.
Oh, here comes that.
Kilo 1.
Kilo 1, change of orders. Go firm where you are in BP 503.
So we're going where?
I think 2 Charlie somewhere to our south.
Back to
Charlie.
Past 2 area.
Orienting on Eagle to our north, so we want to go south here.
That area, over.
Acknowledged.
They're bringing ammo.
How are you on ammunition?
Checking with the platoon. There's a LRP not far to the south. We can head there before we move into battle position 503.
Okay, sorry, say again, where are we retreating to?
Kilo Charlie, or Kilo 2 Charlie, I think.
Oh, yeah, let me just 5 minutes and see. Fine.
Kilo 3, this is Kilo 6, over.
Kilo 3, over.
Kilo 3, move rapidly now, move into position.
Okay, shall we start
into
moving?
BPK2 with Kilo 4 and provide a block to defeat any enemy forces coming from killing area Eagle. How copy, over?
Was it
Kilo 3 moving now, first call sign.
Somewhere around there, yeah. We'll find a spot.
Yeah, I saw.
We'll orient it to the north on that Eagle spot, so yeah. Ooh, yeah. Anything around here will be good. Try and get to the top of this hill.
Oh, yeah, there. Eagle. Yeah, makes sense. Maybe.
Found it. Well, I see where we're supposed to go, so I'm just gonna go to the top of this hill up here. I'm gonna flip a bitch and look into the killing area. Fuck. Don't go that hill.
Got hit?
Nope, nope, nope. Back up, I'm taking a shot.
I'm separated from you. Which shield?
We're taking fire from the north.
Kilo 6 is Kilo 3, over.
I see it.
Kilo 6, Kilo 3, over.
Kilo 6, wait.
Roger, imminent attack coming from the north, over.
Wait.
Just go, shit, they're coming from north, we can't get over there. I'm gonna have to go west. Because we can't go, I can't go any more south, I'm stuck back here. If you guys can orient to the Eagle if best you can.
I'm moving down the road.
Kilo 3, Kilo 4, say again on your last, over.
Kilo 3, reference your last. We have tanks coming from the north to the rear of Kilo 4's position, over.
Kilo 6, roger, I'm waiting out that. You are to engage those tanks to the north. Kilo 4, that is your orders also, over.
Alright, orient on those contacts to the north, KA Eagle. And yeah, do what we can.
Yep. Do we
Of
have
course,
any
this is
reserve
Kilo 6. There'll be a
we
pause
go out there?
in approximately 2
Not that I know of right
2
now.
mics, over.
Why, are you dead?
I'm good. I'm on your right now. Someone's. You're afraid there.
Yeah, we have to operate. I'm way off to the west here, so we gotta reload over here.
Yeah, I still have the radio broken, so I cannot see where
fine.
you are.
No, I'm with someone else then, I think.
It's probably you two together.
No, we're going in 3 tanks on a column here. Might be Kilo 3, perhaps.
You guys are near me.
I'm passing through the town of Niederaula.
Yeah,
and
I'm
heading to
across the bridge from you.
BPK2C.
I'm across the bridge from you on the left. Reloading here next to a battle position, trying to. Yeah.
Oh, you're on the bridge?
No.
I just
I'm in
passed the
front of it.
bridge now.
I'm past the bridge, yeah. If you guys keep going to your right, you'll see me. Take the right intersection and you'll see me off to the right.
Could you ask Six if we have any medical stuff?
We
I
do,
need,
but it's back at the, oh, we're pausing rejoining. It's going to be back at the LRP, so you can just 3-man it.
Okay, everyone, well done so far. Let's take a break. I'm not sure how long it's going to be. Let me check.
I'll be right back.
Let's take a break for now.